What it do, YouTube? It's your boy, DMV Butter, and I'm back with another reaction video. And today we got.
You say my name, I don't want to say.
No. What's your name, bro?
No.
What's your name, bro?
Tiffany.
What?
Tiffany.
Okay. Well, it's Tiffany, bro. My girl was tight shit. But today, you know what I'm saying, we got a vid. We got another crime vid, you feel me? Today we finna watch motherfucker screens lead the cops to man's horrifying. Wait, what? Motherfucker screams lead cops to man's horrifying secret. I don't know who the fuck can type this title, but that nigga, I don't know shit. But I ain't gonna do too much talking. Go ahead and right to this vid, bro.
She made a complaint that says somebody was in the basement and they were injured.
Man, that. Y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta go.
Well, I gotta ask. I mean, because you're making me...
No, sir.
Well, you're making me a little suspicious now.
There ain't nobody tied up in the basement. Look. No.
But why would a crackhead say that about
the
you?
crackheads? Probably because they want more crack, bro.
Is anybody on that front porch?
No.
So what's that noise I keep hearing? That you keep turning the music up on every time I hear something?
Oh, Jesus.
When police respond to a report of a woman imprisoned in a local residence, they encounter a bizarre homeowner who says their very presence is putting him in danger, but there's no sign of a woman. It's not until a second call brings them back that the cops go inside and make a shocking discovery that's beyond anything they could have imagined. The following report is based on official police records. On the afternoon of May 2nd, 2023, a woman calls 911 in Cleveland, Ohio, to share a disturbing story she just heard from a frightened stranger.
I was just calling because I was at this store, right, and this lady had came out of nowhere and was just like all hysterical and scared and stuff or whatever. I don't know where she went to, but she said that this lady was supposed to be tied up in this basement. Now, I'm only calling because I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight knowing that somebody might be tied up, even if it is a lie or whatever. I kind of believe her because the way she was scared, like, no, she didn't say anything else.
Officers with the Cleveland Police Department arrive at the address moments later.
Police.
There's music coming from the back. Hello?
After a full 3 minutes of knocking, the police finally get a response from inside.
Bro, y'all can't be here like this. You can't be here like this, bro.
I'm just knocking on your door.
I understand that, but you making me hot.
What does that mean?
I'm about to come out.
All right, come on out.
All right?
How you doing, sir?
Y'all can't be out here like this.
Just so you know, everything's recorded.
Listen,
Yes?
turn those cameras off, please.
Well, what's going on?
Can you please turn the cameras off?
You have to give me a reason, and I can't.
You guys are making my spot hot. I work for you guys, okay? Long story short, I work for you guys. Please get out here. You guys are blowing the spot out. All right?
Who do you work for?
I can't tell you that.
Why?
I cannot tell you that because I'm not allowed to tell you that. Okay, so just understand that.
Well, here,
Go home.
we have a call. Here, sir, let me just tell you why we're here, and then we'll leave. It could be nothing. I don't know. I don't know anything about you.
All right, I'm just saying, y'all can't be here. Y'all making my spot hot. All right?
After pushing the cops to leave, the man finally asks what brought them here to begin with.
What was your call about?
Did you have a female here earlier that was a white female in a black coat?
Hell no, bro.
All right, well, here's the complaint.
What's the complaint?
She made a complaint that says somebody was in the basement and they were injured.
Man, that. Y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta go.
Well, I gotta ask. I mean, because you're making me...
No, sir.
Well, you're making me a little suspicious now.
Man, listen, you need to leave.
Not only do the police stick around, more of them soon arrive.
Oh my God, there's too many people here.
Well, it's no big deal.
Man, it is a big deal.
What?
I'm trying to tell you guys to up.
We were told that the lady's tied up in the basement.
There ain't nobody tied up in the basement.
Can we look?
No, no, but like,
Why not?
because I say so.
Is someone tied up down there?
No,
What's your name, buddy?
I can't tell you that, bro.
What do you mean you can't tell me that?
I'm trying to tell you I'm a confidential informant. That's all I have to say. You guys are bugging right now. You guys are
No,
bugging.
that's not all you have to say.
Who
told you that?
I can't say nothing else.
Well, if there's someone tied up in the basement, we got
There's
a problem.
nobody in the basement. I just do what I
So
really-
why can't I look?
When you list on apartments.com, renters will start coming out of the woodwork.
One, bro, but starting off born this year, bro.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to drive.
Why do you
Because all that stuff that went on in the past with those 3 girls, man, we gotta take this seriously.
What 3
Look into
girls?
it.
What 3 girls?
Gina,
I don't know them.
all
Man,
that
y'all-
stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
No,
I'm
if
about
we
to
don't take this seriously,
I'm about
there's
to give
something
you
going
my, I'm
on.
about to give you my social security number.
Oh, yeah.
Here you go. Stop. Please don't.
That's all right.
Yeah,
We're not going in without it.
Yeah, you can't do that. Tell him please not to do that.
While the man appears to believe that his status as a confidential informant puts him above suspicion, the police don't share that view.
Detective Smith, please, go.
Which Smith?
Detective Smith.
The one in...
Second district. Okay, that's how you know now.
Okay, well, I guarantee...
His phone number's right here.
No, listen,
I'm not
we'll
gonna
call
put
him.
it on.
Listen, we'll
Don't
call
call
him.
him. Don't.
Well, why
Don't
wouldn't I
call
call
him
him?
here. Don't
Listen,
call him
will
here.
you stop talking for a
I
moment?
can't, bro. My life is on the line.
Who's on the line? All you had to do was talk to us. You're the one who came outside.
Y'all don't know what's going on, baby boy. That's all I'm saying.
Listen,
I got
once
drug
again-
dealers and everything that drive past here, and I got 5 cars out here.
All right.
Y'all about to get me killed out there.
Well, why are you acting this way?
You understand why I'm acting this way, dude?
Oh,
If we have to call Detective Smith and say, hey, do you think this guy would have a girl tied up in his basement?
He's gonna say no.
Is he?
100%, bro. I just
He's
met-
willing to risk his career for all that?
You think I'm? Oh my gosh, you're gonna take a crackhead's word over Detective Smith's word, right?
I haven't spoken to Detective Smith.
Well, you're gonna talk to him. He's gonna let you know what's going on. I was down there for an hour with him yesterday.
Okay.
I just left my probation
But
officer.
why
and
would
I just-
somebody
'cause
say
they're
that?
crackheads.
But why would a
They're
crackhead say
crackheads.
that about
They're
you?
crackheads, but probably because they want more crack, bro.
Do you have crack?
No, I'm not gonna. Why would I say that? Why would you ask me that on camera?
I don't
Why
know.
would you do that to me? I know I don't have no crack.
It's my job. Well, why would the crackhead be here then?
This man is wild.
And the most confidential informants don't come screaming out the back door, I'm a confidential informant, do they?
Despite the suspicious circumstances, the police sergeant lets the man, Delonte Edmund Geiger, go back inside his home while the other cops contemplate what they've heard.
You ever actually dealt with a confidential informant?
Yeah. And every time they're up to no good and they're confident, that's what they do.
That's how they act.
That's how they act. So, I don't know what's up. My only fear is there's somebody really in the basement.
I actually think he's freaking out like that because he's,
Up to no good.
yeah.
he's gonna let us in. He's real sketchy. He said need another guy, but you come to him and tell him you're on probation. It's a training thing. And then these guys will wait by the back door in case we scream for help.
Like girls. Ah!
Right, right.
Niggas is playing, man.
Like loud music playing. So you can hear the screams.
If it's a joke, it's one that will become much less funny before this day is through.
Hey, do you mind if the Ricky goes?
No, dude, there's too much going on. No,
Just
no.
All right, stand outside. Leave this crack though in case you scream.
Nobody about to do nothing to y'all, dude. You got guns
No,
on.
no, you can't.
No,
Seriously, no, it's not crack. Just in case you scream.
no, bro.
They're not coming in.
Oh,
You have my word. Let's just start screaming.
With that, the police go into the residence, and as the sergeant checks the basement, his backup waits upstairs with Delonte.
I got pizza in this feed.
Alright.
I've been stabbed 7 times, shot twice.
Well, have we done any of that? to
No,
you?
no. It's just, honestly, I'm trying to change my life and work with the police. And like, I just don't do that every day. You feel me?
Yo, but that
Turn
man
it
got
down.
the skinniest spliff I
Actually, turn it off.
You see that, Drew?
That way I can hear everybody.
Niggas is smoking from the car, like,
Wait, please.
fuck it.
Me.
Alright, so what? Is someone just pissed off at you or something?
I'm trying to tell you, man. Big love for me. We'll never come back here again, okay?
You want to lie back?
What happened to your hand?
That has to be is that a blunt?
It gotta be, bro.
Ain't no way the police gave that dude a lighter to light a blunt.
But it isn't goddamn. It isn't.
Yeah, but it also depends on.
Shit.
I don't know what state you're in. It depends on weed laws too. Because if it's illegal, why would you give him a lighter?
No cost.
Okay.
I know.
As it turns out, the cops will be back sooner than they may have thought. That evening, a woman tips them off that Delonte showed her pictures of a woman being tortured and zip-tied to a chair, warning that he would soon do the same to her. The police go back to the house at midnight, and once again, it's not easy to get someone to the door.
What the hell?
Hey, Sergeant Everton, good police.
Yes. All right, so I appreciate this. There's a lot of folks. Yeah, you know my numbers. Shit. What's up, man? How y'all doing?
They gotta be cigarettes.
It's not no fucking cigarette, bro. You see that, bro? It's not no cigarette.
Sure? Sorry for not letting you in there, bro. Sorry for my attitude, okay?
It's all good.
Give me 5 seconds. Maybe back there. Oh, no. All right.
The police head around the house to meet with
The
Delonte,
police
but
is
as
too
one officer
chill
stays
for me. If
behind,
this the second
he
call
hears
y'all
some
done got
loud
about this man
movements
having
coming
somebody
from within.
zip-tied in the basement. Why do y'all keep letting him go in his house by himself?
So, I'm telling you, bro, it's goddamn police.
Like, I
Ohio,
don't understand.
bro.
He hiding stuff as we speak, and y'all
Delonte
waiting on
soon
him to
lets
come
the
back
cops
outside.
in, and they head straight down to the basement to continue the search they cut short this afternoon.
Hey,
Like, exactly.
that nigga's going
What
back in
in
the
the
crib.
world?
You gonna meet us in the back? Alright, go ahead, man. Go back in the house. We gonna hide your stuff. Bro.
Yeah, go have that woman zip-tied up. Come back
The
outside.
basement again seems to be absent of any victims, tied up or otherwise, but this time the cops are determined to search the entire house.
What you mean you going back in the house? They go to the back door.
I'll be in the house. I got tours all day. I'll let you all over. I'm about to close the door on you. There's another door behind this door. Okay?
Yeah, I hang out up here because this is rather fresh.
Over where you got this section.
That shit got hella rooms in that bed.
There's some blood right here. There's some blood, like dried blood, I think.
There doesn't appear to be anyone else in the house, but suspicions are mounting, not the
hell is he
least
keeping
because
this bitch
Delonte
at,
has
bro?
decided the search requires an extremely loud soundtrack.
Just turn it down. Hey. Just gotta find it. Sir. Turn it down. Let's do it. All the way down. Please turn it all the way down. Did you find anything? Turn it. Sure. Yeah, it's something on the floor, but yeah, I know you see something down. I'll turn the music down. Can you turn the music down? Any? Still wait, sir. Okay. Just put the handcuff on now.
Damn. You detaining me for what? Nigga, my music? The fuck?
Yes, because if we sit here looking
Damn,
for a
music?
woman that's tied up and you got this
With the
music
newfound
blasting,
silence,
what do you
police
want us
turn
to
to
not hear?
Delonte, determined to finally get to the bottom
Yeah,
of this
you getting
runaround.
detained and I'm turning that music.
But even on a day filled with rumors, strange claims, and unsettling tips, none of them are prepared for what comes next.
Is anybody on that front porch?
No.
So what's that noise I keep hearing? That you keep turning the music up on every time I hear something? Is anybody on there?
It's a
I heard him
person.
dragging
It's a
something out
person.
when we went from the front to the back too, just so you know.
Is anybody in that front here? Because I heard voices or movement or noise.
Yeah.
Who's up there? Who's out there?
You're sweating a lot.
What is that? Can you hear it? What is? Who's out there?
Where you at?
She's under. There's a thing under. Remember I shined my flashlight when you guys went back there?
Alright.
Police.
Who's that? I guess a whole person for real.
Alright. Yeah, I heard him sliding something under there when he went from the front to the back.
Where you at?
Where you at, man?
Oh, what y'all looked at there in the first place? These police are trash. Yeah, man, break that off. What is he doing? That was the first place I would have looked at. Clearly.
Oh my God. Where those
What the fuck?
How old are you?
Niggas in a box?
6-year-old
She's
female.
paralyzed. He done folded her whole body
Are you injured besides that?
into the box.
Nah, that's crazy, bro.
Bro.
Hey, bro, that nigga something different, bro. Folded her down, man, like a damn.
Why is my eyes watering?
Nigga, you crying, shit?
Cause that's so messed up.
Whole time,
You
bro.
take a paralyzed woman, zip tie her, and you stick her in a black box just cause she can't feel nothing. I mean, she folded.
No cap. Folded her like the whole time.
Death penalty.
Shorty probably not eating, bro. Not feeding, bro.
How did she even
Her
fit
just
in
in
there?
that jump.
How
What you
skinny
mean, bro?
is this? I know she
that nigga-
paralyzed, but like, how skinny? Do you
He
see?
forced
Go
her
back.
ass in that thing. I ain't finna cap. He forced her.
No, go back. Go back. Do you see the size of that box? How did you fit a human body in here?
Nigga, he was stuffing shorty in that joint.
6-year-old female.
She's 60 years old.
Yeah. Are you injured besides that?
I'm paralyzed.
You're paralyzed.
I'm paralyzed.
What's your name?
Cheryl Cyrus.
That's crazy. Niggas is targeting elderly.
Is your name Carol?
Cheryl? Alright, Cheryl.
No, it's Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Yeah. My legs out.
We got EMS coming. I don't want to move you because I don't want to hurt you more. Can
I
you
won't
breathe?
touch her either, because if I move her, I don't know what's going to happen.
Crazy.
I would wait for the ambulance to get there, too.
The police escort Delonte out of the
Look at
house
your
as they try to make
dumbass.
sense of the bizarre
Hey,
discovery.
He just
you
looked
see
at
that
her.
cop? Nah, bro, the cop shot the flash and bro,
The
face
police
purpose to
escort
he walked
Delonte out of
past.
the house as they
Look
try
at
to
that,
make
like,
sense of the
nigga,
bizarre discovery they've made on his front
Cop a
porch.
dickhead.
Cheryl, do you know, is there anyone
Cop a
else here with
dickhead.
you?
I don't know.
Okay.
Cheryl, how long you been there, honey? Losing for how long?
I don't know. They hurt.
You hurt? Alright, we want to get you out of there, but I'm afraid to move you. I'm going to let EMS do all that, okay? What did he do to you? He did what? Hey, you want fire to come, at least get her upright? They can put her on the backboard? I know, but if we get fire here, they can all here. No, but yeah.
Bro,
We got no, we
bro,
can see
that
any
nigga
of
gonna stretch her as soon as possible.
Huh? Did he stab you?
Hospital as soon as possible.
Where did he stab you, think? His arm? Yeah. Did he sexually assault you at all?
Man, nigga, I would have said
You know how
yes
long
to
you
everything. You can get that nigga life in jail with no parole. What you talking about? Nigga, I would have said yes to everything.
But even with Cheryl Cyrus somewhat responsive to their questions, there's nothing that can fully explain what's going on.
Dude, there's a lot. I don't even know where to begin. This might not be the only victim, but we just searched the house and we didn't find anything else.
As rescue personnel get Cheryl free of the box and transported to the hospital, police conduct another search of the home.
Around Shorty, like, why y'all just let Shorty in the, man, that's crazy. That's a decent ass spot too.
Oh, Jesus. Cat scared the hell out of me. And the attic's done. But there was a pink hoodie, that was it. Pink hoodie? But did she say it was this room or?
She just said that like he was transporting her from like the basement up here, you know, like that there was gonna be an AK-47 in here, drugs.
Yeah. We have to call it fire.
There's no sign of any other victims in the house, but the one they did find will give detectives more than enough to discuss with Delonte when they visit him in jail the following night.
Obviously, we know some bad things did go down today. Do want to give you a chance to go over
I'm a confidential informant for Detective Larry Smith out of the 2nd District.
Okay.
Okay.
How long have you been doing that for?
About a week and a half now.
Okay.
About a week and a half. And that was cool because like I wasn't going to kill her, you know. I wasn't going to. I've been beating her, and you know what I'm saying. But I just can't have her out on this. Because I'm working with Detective Smith, trying to get him 10 guns, 5 AKs, 4 Glocks, 3. They're supposed to be going into the valley like next week. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get him Big Red, who moves 6 ounces a day on coke crack. You know, I'm trying to get him those who distributes ounces a day. But like I found out that this is that, and you know what I'm saying? If I was,
you found out that what?
That the lady that what I was taking care of in my house. Is a rat, and if she don't get back out on the street, I'm exposed.
Delonte, who calls Cheryl Cece, claims she's an addict, one among many who frequent his house.
Well, Cece, she's always at my house smoking dope.
Okay.
So I take care of everybody on the streets, all the fiends. That's where they live.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Long story short, that's ground zero for the crackheads.
According to Delonte, the entire situation began on April 27th. 5 days before police showed up at his house, wanting to search the basement. In an incident partially corroborated by police records, the car Delonte was driving was pulled over by vice cops. He says Cheryl was in the car as well.
I left my house, and before I got 4 tires on the street, the police is hitting the block. I don't know what's going on. I'm swerving around, up on the sidewalk, trying to get around because I don't know what's going on. Guns in my face, get out the car, get out. What are you guys doing? Turn the car off, empty out your pockets. I ain't got nothing, bro. Y'all tripping like y'all just duck. Like, what's going on? I had to stand up. Oh, yeah, we can get you for this. Since that dope's right here, we're going to get you for that, man. Listen, bro, I cannot go back to prison, bro. What do you need me to do?
Delonte says that was when one of the detectives took his phone, programmed his number into it, and told him, "You're working for me now." But it was how the police treated Cheryl, the woman they would later find in a box on his front porch, that really got his attention.
Detective told her, thank you, bye. Okay. Detective Smith said, thank you, bye. Keep on walking. Okay. Listen to the detectives as we all got out the car. The detective's like, you can go, thank you. Okay. We didn't get searched. It's crazy about $200 worth of dope in the car and skill, and you didn't even get searched.
He concluded that Cheryl had set up the traffic stop and would now know that he'd been turned into a confidential informant for the police. The next time Cheryl came over to his house, he decided he couldn't let her leave.
I feel like my life is in danger, man. People have tried to kill me 3 times already. You feel me? I've been shot in my...
Niggas put the yeeks down.
All type of weird...
Niggas put the yeeks. What?
I felt like I was gonna die if I didn't hold her for like 2 days and tell her, like, let her know what was going on. I beat her up, I fed her, showered her.
I beat her up, fed her, showered her.
But I just could not let her go back on the streets and tell everybody that I was working for y'all.
Like everything that went through, like the time where you and Cece were together, like what happened during those days?
I just punched on her, slapped on her, told her to punched on her, slapped on her, punched on her, slapped on her, punched on her, slapped on her, moved her from the basement to another room. Fed her, showered her.
Beat her ass, showered her.
Is this normal?
Punched that bitch in her face, showered her.
Oh my god.
Like,
no, that's fine.
Knocked her ass up. She woke up and punched her and slapped her again. Like,
no, like were you giving her drugs and stuff like that?
Why would I give her my drugs?
This
Why don't you ask?
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
hell no.
What?
So at that any point where was she asking to leave, different things like that?
She has nowhere to go.
Okay.
She has nowhere to go. All she was just asking was why. Stop, I won't do it again. I'll never tell, Blas, please. I'll never tell. I know I deserve this, but I'll never tell. Like, that's a culture in the streets.
While Delonte speaks to detectives, Cheryl lies in the intensive care unit on a ventilator in what the hospital classifies as declining critical condition. In addition to being on dialysis, she's suffering from swelling to the head and brain, broken ribs, a collapsed lung, and multiple spinal fractures. But according to Delonte, it could be worse.
Was he hitting this bitch with a fucking brick?
Hi, I'm Brett.
Bitch is
And I'm
fucked up.
This is Ghana.
Shorty fucked up. Her ass was getting hit with a brick.
So
Delonte says that, among other things, he had Cheryl sit down and write, "I am a snitch," and "I am a rat" over and over again. It's worth noting that while the police report from the traffic stop identifies 2 passengers, neither of them were named Cheryl.
So when cops drove the first time yesterday with you and stuff like that, they
asked to check the basement.
Yeah.
She wasn't in the basement. She's upstairs laying down in the bed. She only went down in the basement.
So let me ask you, because there was a moment in time, I wasn't there, so I can't speak on it or anything. So there was a moment to where, like, you were still inside the house for a little bit. Did you have to call anybody to ask if you should let the cops in or anything like that?
My detective.
So then at that point he told you just to let them in if they want to check the basement.
Yeah. He said they're not gonna, he said, a matter like this, they're not going anywhere until you let them in the house and check the basement. If you don't, they're just gonna come back with a search warrant and check it anyways. I said, all right, bag. 5 minutes. Tell them to come in 5 minutes. Took me 3 minutes to put her upstairs in the bed. 2 minutes to let them in the house, and 1 minute for them to not do their job and go home. They only just wanted to search one room. They searched that one room. She wasn't there. They left.
Okay.
Stupid them.
All right. So.
You dumb nigga.
Right? You should search
The call was that she was tied up in the basement.
Somebody's in the basement. Okay, come on in. Check down in the basement. Nobody's there. See you later, sir. Job. Y'all supposed to open up the tables, open up the refrigerator. That's a horrible job on the golf course. Horrible job on the golf course. I'll be the first to say it. A missing body.
Pretty serious.
Bro, this dude's insane.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
All right. Well, next time take it serious.
After accepting Delonte's feedback on their police work, the detectives move on to the second visit to his home that night.
Yeah, so the first time the police came, you said you moved her upstairs, right? And then she was upstairs. Obviously, the second time the police came, she was in that tote, right? How did that go down in between there?
Well, they really wanted to check upstairs.
Right, but I'm saying, how did she get in there?
I put her in there.
Okay.
And put her downstairs and put her on the porch.
Okay.
Everything else.
Why'd you have the music going so loud?
Just in case if she made noise, they wouldn't hear.
When Cheryl improves to the point that she can speak to detectives, she
Yo.
tells them that Delonte, who was her dealer, turned on her and accused her of being a narc. Over a period of days, he beat her, stabbed her, dragged her across the floor, broke a television over her head, and put her in several different containers. She says he also poured water on her to the point she couldn't breathe, and fed her addiction so she could endure the pain. Even still, Delonte appears hopeful that this will mostly blow over.
Are you going to try to help me or not?
Well, like I said, it'll go from there once you see the judge and like the case starts moving forward.
No, but you guys have to talk to the judge though and let her know that I am a confidential informant and that like I am working with the police. Like I understand I'm in trouble, but what I need you guys to do is like.
Well, I'll put in the paperwork to let them know for her.
You know what I'm saying? Because I like doing my job. I like my job, and like I don't want guns on the streets. I don't want drugs on the streets, and I can't do that if I'm Detective Smith will buy me out.
How the fuck you don't want drugs on the streets, but you're selling ounces per day? He said two. Bro, what? But did it earlier, bro? This nigga said what, bro? He sold 200 ounces worth of money a day or some shit like that. No cap. So how the fuck you don't want drugs on the streets? While you help the streets, bro. You help the fiends. That shit don't make sense, bro.
Believe it or not, if I get a bond, he'll come buy me out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna get a bond. And DT's will come buy me out. I'm going right back to work.
But that doesn't happen, and Delonte is soon informed that his bond will be set for $750,000. News that he responds to with a middle finger at his hearing. 11 days after his interrogation, he's still in jail when he speaks to his mom on the phone.
You think they're lowering my bond? If they lower my bond like $200,000, dude, I got enough collateral to buy myself out. I already talked to the bill about it. He said you bring my collateral, bring my dump truck, bring in my trailer, my tools, and I told where I had to put one of my businesses up. And I'm like, that's what he said. He said you got to hold your bond.
We just got to see tomorrow when you go to court. The worst outcome that comes out of this to you is might be 5 years in a asylum.
But things turn out a bit differently. At a court hearing 6 months later, Cheryl Cyrus recounted the horrors inflicted upon her and told the judge that she remained 98% paralyzed and dependent on others for her basic needs. Delonte Edmund Geiger pled guilty to 1 count of felonious assault, 1 count of kidnapping, 1 count of possessing a weapon under disability, and 1 count of tampering with evidence. In November 2023, the judge said, "I've never seen an offense like this in my time on the bench," and sentenced Edmund Geiger to 16 to 20 years in prison with an expected release date of April 2039. He's currently incarcerated at the Trumbull Correctional Institution. If you'd like to see select new videos early and help us keep uncovering case files that rarely come to light, you'll find extra footage and unseen details on our Patreon. Channel memberships here on YouTube also include early access to
I mean, but it just depends on how old he is. Because if that nigga in his 20s, like if he's 20, by the time he 2039 come, he only gonna be 30-something. That nigga still gonna be young. It just depends on his age. Which is exactly why that nigga should have got life in prison. No less. And if you want to take it to
start doing that, bro.
If you want to take it to the extreme,
I ain't gonna lie, bro. They didn't start this week and giving niggas this weekend life, bro.
Death.
You wanna do shit like that, bro? Just get life. Just get life, bro. Just die in jail, bro. I'm telling you, bro. People freaking will stop doing crimes, bro.
No, they won't.
If they just freaking throw life. This nigga freak the years.
No, they won't.
Well, it don't matter, bro. You get life. You know what you're gonna get. So you do it, you get caught, you get life immediately, bro.
They can't just give people life, though.
Well, they should, bro. Where Trump at? Yo, Trump, do that, bro. Just give out life, bro. Life. You get life. You get life. You get life. Nigga, die in jail, bro. You did the crime. Now do the time, nigga. Fuck you talking about. Bro, but alright, y'all, bro. Nah, I'm saying. That's the vid. That shit was calm, bro. That nigga should have got life, bro. No cap. As I said again. Bro, goddamn. So, you satisfied with that time, bro?
What, the jail time?
20 years, bro.
Fuck no. He took a 60-year-old woman who he was her drug dealer, held her in his house, didn't feed her, beat the fuck out of her.
He said he fed her, bro.
Boy, and you believe that nigga? You think that nigga actually fed her? He fed her drugs. He ain't feed her no food. Beat the shit out of her. Took the bitch out. Put the bitch in a box. She already paralyzed. What the fuck is you talking about? That nigga shouldn't see the light of day ever again. That nigga is a menace to society. And even if they don't get that nigga life in jail, sentence that nigga to go into, like his mama said, an insane asylum and never let that nigga out. Actually, what he should have did was plead insane.
No bull. Video, bro. Yo, over here yapping, bro. Alright, y'all, bro. That's the video, bro. They her ass yapping about some bullshit. Alright, y'all, bro.
You think you so crazy.
I'll fuck with y'all niggas later, bro. Oh, God.